I need is whiskey, Texas, and you.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Whiskey Wednesday. Shoot, man, we're just gonna dive right into it. I hope you guys had a good week. We're getting closer to Christmas. And,
Yeah.
we got a fantastic new bottle. You can only get this at the distillery. This is Rebecca Creek Spanish Oak Blended Whiskey. 40% alcohol by volume, 80 proof. A little bit lighter, not quite as strong as what we've had in the past, but that's okay because Rebecca Creek, we love them. They make some great whiskey. And then, of course, they have a little write-up on here. Rebecca Creek Distillery had the opportunity to utilize new Spanish oak barrels as a rare approach to age their bourbon for 4 years before blending it with a 5-year whiskey aged in American oak. There's a lot more on that. And I love Rebecca Creek has such a good branding idea where all their bottles look the same. You know?
Shoulders.
Yeah, let's give this a taste, man. Spanish oak. Let's see what we got. Yeah, that's got to stop. Yeah, I mean, nothing we've gotten from Rebecca Creek tastes bad. This has a nice smooth taste to it. It's not very strong. There's not a whole lot of a burn to it. Again, if you're afraid of the burn from the whiskey, if you just don't want your throat to be burning and everything after a drink, this is not going to hurt you. This is not going to cause that burn. It's not going to hurt you that way. If you're a singer and you're trying to get something to warm up the vocal cords, this ain't gonna work either. You're gonna want something just a little bit stronger. It is a 40 proof, an 80 proof, so it's a little bit lighter in the alcohol content, but it is good. It's very, very tasty. What do you think?
Like it. I think that's a really good flavor.
Yeah. I don't know that I can taste the difference in the barrels, but
I can't.
But it's very good, very tasty.
I like the presentation of the bottle, and I always think they have nice bottles and the way they're.
Yeah.
But I think that the shoulders are sloped is kind of nice.
Yeah, very good.
I like it. Good stuff.
All right, so you got a song for us?
Yeah. I'm going to do Merry Country Christmas by Jenni Lord.
Love Jenni. Wonderful
I like her
human
music
being.
a lot.
I think we did one of hers before, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did one of her actual in-cycle songs. But yeah, let's what do you got for the song? What did you hear?
I really liked her delivery, and I like she kind of has this like smoky voice.
She does.
And I like a lot of old like female like blues singers. She kind of reminds me of that. At times, kind of some of her delivery has a little bit of like an Etta Jamesy thing, just a little bit. And I really liked how the band is like really in the pocket behind her. They're not rushing. I noticed a lot of slower, like kind of groove-filled songs. I noticed a lot of the recordings I hear a lot of people rushing.
Yeah.
And I kind of like how the band is like, they're all in on this groove that's there, and I really liked it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's very traditional, I feel like, as far as like classic, like gospel mixed Christian country music as well.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff that comes like with bluegrass music, some of the traditional stuff, I feel like it has that kind of vibe too.
Yeah, she's super talented, and she's got one of those unique voices that anytime you turn on a song that she's singing, you know it's her. And that's a good thing. You want people to recognize your voice. And your brand, your voice, all those things, they matter. And she's she's got one of those voices that you can't mistake her for anybody else, and it's amazing. She's a very, very talented young lady. My tip this week is balancing your brand versus how badly you want to play a venue. You just had this occur the other day, where you were playing a spot that they prefer blues and jazz, and and those are in your wheelhouse.
Yeah.
That's definitely a good market for you there. But the crowd wanted country, and they tipped you for country.
Yeah.
And you played country, and then you didn't get invited back because the owner didn't want country. And we're not going to call out any spots, and it wasn't this week, so don't be calling up all the places that Thomas played this week and beating them up. All right, this was in the past, but you have to balance your brand, which is probably the most important part of your artist persona, right? If you're going to be out there and you're going to be playing shows and you're going to be the artist, you're going to be the person on stage, you want people to start following you, you're going to be the front man, you're going to be whatever it is, whatever part of the music industry you're going to be in. If you're up front and you have established your brand, which you should, refer back to Music Business Mondays and find out when we're talking about getting started and developing that brand. But if you're going to be that person out there, you have to protect the brand, because that's what people remember. That's why people are following you. That's why they're paying attention to your music. And then sometimes the venue is not going to be a fit for you. It's just the way it is. You have to decide, is it worth getting booked to at a place where you can't do what your fans are going to expect you to do? Most of the time, that's probably going to be a no. But if you're in it to make this a play for pay career where you're just going out there and doing this as a gig, then maybe that is the route you're going to take. But if you're trying to make this something more, if it's not a dream, you want it to be a profession, then you're gonna have to protect that brand. So you got to weigh the pros and cons, and how badly do you want to get into that place again, and does it fit with your brand? And if it doesn't, do what you got to do, and you write that one off, and you find the places that you're going to fit. Because if you don't fit, then there's no point in going anyway. You're not going to make any money there in the tips, and it's just not going to work out. So yeah, that's my tip.
Good tip. I want to segue off of this tip and say that if you're like me, there's probably a lot of other things all of us could spend our time on, except at a very, very high level that could be more profitable. And I think that most of us didn't start doing music because of money. Now, we like to get paid, obviously, so we can keep doing it. And, getting paid to play music allows you to spend more time practicing and things like that. But I think at the very core of things, when things don't go your way, I think it's really important to remember, number one, like where you came from. And I think, like myself, I try to keep like 14, 15-year-old Thomas in my bedroom, like struggling to play a C chord. I try to like keep that guy in my head, because that's the reason, like that's when I started playing music. And so I think it's really important to remember, like, one, who you are and like where you came from when you're on your musical journey, because it's really easy to get down about things sometimes. Maybe things don't go your way. Maybe things don't go away at a venue, and it's really easy to get distracted. But I feel like if you keep that like in your heart, like who you are and where you came from is really important. Not just in music, but in anything in life, but especially in music, because music industry can be pretty challenging at times.
Yeah.
That's my tip.
Who you are and where you came from, not what's your name and where you at.
Yeah.
Well, thank you once again for tuning in to Whiskey Wednesday. My name's Chuck Wimer.
Hey, it's me, Thomas.
And remember, if you treat your dreams like a hobby, they're just going to be dreams.
All I need is whiskey, Texas, and you.